Okay, as I mentioned that Pakistan just is a hub of natural and cultural resources. So for a country to be a tourist destination, it is most important that what actually it's offer. So actually, when we say when we just talk about offer, so offer mean what attraction actually they offer to the tourist. So Pakistan offer many attraction, for example adventure attractions, for example culture heritage attractions, for example local culture, local cuisines, and so many other things. And in 2017 and 18, the Backpacker Society of England announced Pakistan is the number one adventure destination of the world. And Pakistan is, if we will talk about Pakistan, so we must have to say that Pakistan is the home of five highest peaks in the world. The first one is the Mount Everest, and the second highest peak is K2, that is in Pakistan. And another thing which is very important to mention here, that Pakistan is also the home of meeting point of Hindu Kush and Himalaya regions. And furthermore, if people have some people may heard about the Ladyfinger or the Nanga Parbat. So it's also in Pakistan, and Pakistan is the home of more than 5,000 glaciers. Similarly, Pakistan offer a lot for the trekkers, for the hiking peoples, for the climbers, and different areas. For example, Kagan Valley, and similarly Swat Valley, similarly Kashmir, similarly Gilgit, Hunza, Baltistan. These are the most domestic tourist attracted areas, as much as the international tourists just love to come there and to explore these areas. And there are many opportunities for tourism sports, for example skiing, rafting, and similarly scuba diving, gliding, water sports. So Pakistan offer a variety and a diversity of opportunities and attraction to the tourist. And one thing which is important to mention here, that we have the proper access. In tourism, we must have a proper infrastructure. So Pakistan have proper infrastructure to all of the attractions, and we have the required amenities, for example hotel, restaurants, food facilities, and tour guides, tour operators. Each and every facility Pakistan have. And furthermore, every country, if it must have the beaches. So Pakistan have the fabulous beaches, that is Clifton Beach and so many others. And similarly safaris in most in the wild setup. Some of the people, some of the tourists like to have safaris. So in Pakistan you have jeep safaris and desert safaris, and even helicopter safaris, and many more. And the most important for the natural tourists are the valleys. So Pakistan is a home of hundreds of valleys. In which I would like to mention some of them. For example, Chitral Valley, and Hunza Valley, and Kagan Valley, and Neelam Valley, and there are many more, but due to the shortage of time, I would just mention few of them. And as I told that Pakistan is a diverse country, so it's also offer deserts to the tourists. And some of the tourists like to get involved in some the camel safaris and jeep safaris, especially in desert areas, and also to have some hunting. So Pakistan offer different desert, for example Cholistan Desert, Thar Desert, Haran Desert, and many more. Similarly, some of the tourists are interested in the heritage of a country. So Pakistan is the home of two big civilizations, that is Gandhara civilization and Indus Valley civilization. So Gandhara civilization is you can date back to around about from 1500 to 2000 BC, while Indus Valley civilization can be dated back to 5000 BC, and it is parallel. It's the scholars of archaeology, anthropology think that it is parallel to the Mesopotamian and Egyptian civilization. And still we have the remains of Indus Valley civilization and Gandhara civilization, and one is just get astonished when you will go to the Mohenjo-daro and Harappan sites or Indus Valley civilization. So you will a tourist just get surprised by their town planning, by their the sustainable development. So one can get astonished by looking that how 5,000 years ago they was able to build such marvelous things. Then it comes to the other heritage side. So Pakistan is also the home of Sikh heritage, especially Sikh pilgrims comes from India and from all over the world to Nankana Sahib, which is situated in Hassan Abdal, and they perform their religious duties, and proper security, proper facilities are provided to them by the government and by the local peoples. Similarly, we have colonial heritage, as Pakistan and India has been under British government for 200 years. So they have developed some marvelous buildings. So we have the architecture of British times. And again, one thing more, that Pakistan just have 4 provinces, that is Punjab, Sindh, Balochistan and Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, and all the people of these provinces have different languages, different culture, different cuisines. So a mix of ethnic groups is Pakistan. There are few minorities in Pakistan, especially the Kalasha people, which the scholars think that they are the descendants of Alexander the Great, and they have still their performing their rituals, and they have around about 32 gods, and those people are living in their in the Chitral Valley, and they have one thing which I would like. They have some different rituals from the rest of the world, as they just dancing when someone die. So as the rest of the world, their tradition that people just cry and weep for their loving one. But when someone die in Kalasha people, so they dance and they do just some distribute some wine and things like that.